so happy that we just have sound again. I might just say that every time.
I just like, when I was listening to these episodes, I was like, this is amazing.
This is so much better.
This is nice. I was like, this is like crisp in my ear.
It's only taken us 50 episodes to get it wrong.
Legit.
Do you know what? It's called consistency and trial and error.
Exactly. And you guys just had to wait till now to get the real deal.
Thanks for sticking around.
So you guys are OGs. I love it. And anyone that joins now,
don't go
you're
back.
welcome.
Well, welcome back to Girls to Women.
My best friend, she a real bad bitch, got her own money. She don't need no nigga on the dance floor. She had 2-3 drinks, then she twerking. She throw it out and come back in. That's my best friend.
We have a fun one today. I thought we'd play a little game.
Oh, what game?
Yeah. So I saw this on another podcast, and it's basically, would you date him if? Okay, so I'm going to give you scenarios, and you're going to have to tell me if you would still date him. Okay?
I'm very excited.
All right. I'm going to
Be
go
ruthless.
I'm going to go in hot. I'm just going to risk these. So, okay, if, right, he looks exactly like your dream type, okay? He's got dark, thick, curly hair. He's Italian. He's tall. Okay?
Say less.
He's rich. He's successful.
Ain't seeing any red flags.
But
Oh, no.
he's honest, and he tells you that in the past he's hooked up with a guy. But he's honest about it, and he said, look, I haven't done it since, but me and my bestie, we ended up hooking up one night.
Are they still best friends?
No. They're not best friends. He hasn't done it since. But he was like, I just have to tell you because I really want to be honest because I value honesty.
I don't know what I was expecting, but I really wasn't expecting that. She was like, I'm going to go in hot. I'm like, okay.
That's actually a tough one.
That's actually really tough.
It's like, because it's like he's being honest, which I love. Most guys are gay anyway. So like, fuck, at least he's honest about it. Do you know what I mean? At least he's not hiding it.
But that's something that I ask. I tend to ask that because of how many gay tendencies there are these days, which there's nothing wrong with, but like, don't lie to me.
Yeah, there is nothing wrong with it.
I normally ask, I'm like, have you ever had any experience like that?
How soon do you ask that, by the way?
First date.
I haven't asked
You might
that
want to
yet.
ask that.
Shall I?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't. Oh, that's really, and it's one time. Were they drunk?
Time.
Were they drunk?
They were high.
Oh, okay. Then I'll date him.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, because that's serotonin, dopamine's released chemically.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
You?
right.
And it's never happened again.
Yes.
Yeah. Because he's got everything that you've been looking for.
Yeah. And
Right?
like, look, I've done some stuff with girls when I've been high as well.
Exactly. I was just thinking about that.
Yeah,
Even
fool
not.
around. Fool around.
Hi.
Yeah.
Even
so.
not. Like, I get it. The human brain also wants to just experience new things and experiment.
Yeah.
When you're under substance, then it becomes a lot easier for you to just be like, I wonder what that would be like.
That's so true. Like if you're under the influence, like you can't really count that. So I agree.
If we added a caveat to that question though, and you said, but he also was honest and said that he enjoyed it, then I would say I wouldn't date him. Because if you enjoyed it, then you're probably going to have a tendency to go back and do it again.
Yeah.
Just for me and my mans, if he was like, I've done that, I would never do it again. It was a one-time thing. I was high. I just didn't really like it. Like, it was just weird. Versus I actually really enjoyed it, but it was only one time.
I think that they probably did enjoy it though because they were high.
But you're enjoying it because you're high?
Because if it's like forbidden, you know. What if he's like, oh, it was like forbidden fruit? What if they were still besties?
See, that's why I asked you. Is he out of his life?
Okay, there needs to be a few nuances to that one. But
There's a few little caveats
yeah,
there.
a few caveats. But like if he generally like
And it
just,
depends, how far did they go? Okay, we're getting really specific now. Like,
no, they fully like he
all the
like
way?
yeah. Like rimming, like
All the way.
full sex, yeah. Like blowjob, just everything. Toys.
Oh. Then
Like,
no.
He got fucked and then he fucked.
No.
Oh no?
No.
No,
No, I thought you meant they were fooling around.
no, they were full at it. Like
No.
Okay.
You?
Yeah. I don't know. Actually, yeah, I'd probably keep playing it in my head or whatever.
No.
Yeah, it's a bit macho.
Definitely not. I can tell you one thing. He wouldn't be Italian, that's for sure. Might be something else.
Oh, gosh. Imagine.
Okay. Do I give you one now?
You can give me one, yeah.
Okay. So what is it? Would you date him if?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you date him if he was your dream man? Aesthetically, everything you want.
Yeah.
Emotionally, everything that you want.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. Respectfully,
He's
everything
broke.
that you want. No.
Okay.
He's rich.
Oh.
But he's a famous movie star. He's got a very big social status, massive social media platform, about 50 million followers.
Would I date him?
You know all the stuff that comes with fame. On that level, though.
Would I date him?
Actually, let's go deeper. Would you marry him?
I was going to say, I'd definitely date him.
Because now you're committed to this
I'd date him
life.
for the plot, for sure. Oh, man, that means I've got to be in Hollywood. And, like, probably...
Deal with at least 50 million fans.
And, like, have those kind of parties where, like, all sorts going
Paparazzi.
on. Jeffrey Epstein shit.
He's not involved in that.
Oh, he's not?
But he's got, like, a massive...
Oh, easy. I'd marry him.
Everything's for the limelight.
No, I'd marry
You're
him.
always dealing with his fans.
Yeah, I'd marry him, yeah. As long as he's
Really?
not involved in that weird Hollywood shit, then yeah.
I don't know if I would.
Because if he
hey.
acts like a good man and he's everything I'm looking for,
Yeah.
yeah, I can deal with the fame. Oh, I don't know, though, because what I want our whole relationship
That's
to
what I
be.
mean. Your whole relationship's going to be in the limelight. Your kids are always going to be scrutinized. You're going to be scrutinized. You have one wrong angle on the beach. Cassie's put on 20 kilos.
Oh, that's already happened to me once.
Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying, but like on a massive
Okay,
scale.
look, I would actually say no then because I've lost my hair, even with like the tiny little smidge compared to that.
Right.
So if I could only imagine if I was in a relationship where naturally then I would start to be famous, right? Because they always, all their partners are. Nah, I couldn't deal with that.
You'd be like Cristiano Ronaldo's wife.
Yeah, nah, I couldn't deal with that.
Yeah.
Could you?
No.
Wow, that was a good one. Yeah, no.
No.
I don't think I could.
I couldn't deal with that life because I've seen what it does to people as well. And it's just kind of like you thought you owned your own life, but then you just go into this weird realm where it feels like everyone thinks that they know you. Everyone thinks that they owed something by you.
Oh my gosh.
Living in that parasocial world I don't think is emotionally healthy for anyone.
Nah.
And I wouldn't want to bring my kids up like that. Also, you got to think, like, when I think of that, I think of Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt and how much they had to hide their kids' faces and, like, who would want to kidnap your children for ransom and
Actually,
social
yeah,
status?
you forget
Do
about
you know
all that
what I
stuff
mean?
that you'd have to deal with. Yeah, your
Everything.
whole life would be screwed. Nah, that
Your
wouldn't be a
whole
vibe. It's not
life.
living.
It's not
Yeah.
living.
No, I definitely wouldn't.
You couldn't even go to the supermarket without a bodyguard.
Nah, that's like a 6-week plot, funny story for the girls.
Yeah.
Like, that's all.
You
yeah.
dated him for the plot for
Yeah,
a little bit, and
for a
then
little
you're
bit.
like, it's too much.
That's way too much. Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Like,
You've got
wow.
fans sending you death
Death
threats.
threats. Nah, the fans are really
See?
be doing the most. Like, imagine if it was Bieber or something.
That's what I mean. This is what I'm talking about. I was like,
He
that's
d-
a
I just
big,
wouldn't date him in general.
it's a big ask
Yeah.
to do that kind of thing.
That really is. Yeah. Okay. Let me think of a juicy one.
I hope I can say yes to one of them properly.
Okay.
You had me on the first one too. You're like all the way. I was like, oh, hell no.
Hell no. Okay. Again,
Mhm.
this is like soul mate, twin flame vibes, right? You've met like the man.
Oh.
Okay. You meet him when you're away. Everything is aligning, right? You're in Europe.
Oh, no. Here she goes.
You guys are like just meant to be, like literally, like, yeah, he's your dream man. He's rich. He wants to be yours. Like everything about him, you could not fault him to a T, right? So like,
I'm waiting for the bar. I'm so waiting
there's no
for this.
problems. You're in a relationship because you guys just got on so well. And then he's like asking you to be his wife. But
That was so evil. That was so evil.
You say yes. I'm painting a whole freaking picture here. The night before the wedding, you find out some information.
Are you just rizzing this? You got stories in your head right now. What the hell?
You find out some information. You find out that he is your second cousin. Are you still marrying him? What is second cousin actually? Wait, so he's not, is that blood?
Well, yeah.
But not like first.
So you got your cousin, and you have your first cousin, then you have your second cousin. That's not how that works. So your first cousin is like your mum or dad, your auntie or uncle have
kids.
children.
Yeah, so
those are your cousins.
Then there. What's the second cousin?
I don't know.
Oh, maybe your cousin's cousins. Your cousin's kids?
Is it?
I need to
Your
ask
cousin's
chat.
kids? I don't think so. Yeah. How does that work? I've always been quite bad with family trees.
Me too, actually.
Well, there's no problem when you marry your second cousin.
Someone who shares some great so your first cousins share grandparents with you. Your second cousins share great grandparents with you.
Oh.
So your parents' cousin equals your first cousin once removed. Their child, your cousin's children.
Wow.
Yeah, your cousin's children.
Oh.
You're like, oh, that's fine.
Oh, well, that's fine. Oh. Well, if he's my twin flame, then God wanted me to marry my second cousin then. As long as there's no, obviously there's genetic deformities with your first cousin. But your second cousin, you have enough, I think, genetic variance.
I think it's fine. I think, loads of people have actually got with their second cousin.
Well, there's no ban on second cousin. Only first cousin you can't marry.
Oh, so you can marry your second cousin?
You can.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah. And in some countries, you can marry your first cousin. So I would say yes then. Obviously, it's very much like, oh.
What if he was your, okay.
No,
so
you're not allowed to change it.
no. I don't know what's worse. Probably, maybe the second cousin. But imagine if it was your parents. So your mum's new husband's son.
My stepdad's. So my stepbrother.
Yeah.
Why didn't you just say that? I did you mental math just then. I was like, da-da-da.
Give me autistic. I'm on the spectrum. Your
You
stepbrother.
Yeah, we all are.
We're all a little bit neurodivergent.
We are.
What's worse, stepbrother or second cousin?
Oh.
Stepbrother's a bit rogue because it's really in the fam.
What's his name? Woody Allen married his stepdaughter.
Stepdaughter?
Yeah, and they're still married, and they've got 40 years between them.
No, I think that's a bit bizarre.
And he started dating her when she was 17. Yeah, it's gross.
Yuck,
And
stepdaughter.
that was Hollywood, man. Okay, well, I'm going to say yes to second cousin if he's my twin flame and everything. But I'm doing a whole, it's a night before the wedding, you said too.
Yeah, it's a bit rogue,
so
isn't
annoying.
it? The night before, and it's your most amazing wedding.
No.
And he would treat you so well.
No, I'm doing, second cousin. You?
Yeah, I think I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, just whatever.
The whole world could get hit by a comet
As
the
long as
next
there's
day.
no gene.
Yeah, no,
weird.
there's enough gene variants. Otherwise, the government would have said, you're not allowed to marry your second cousin either.
One of our old guy mates actually got with his first cousin at a wedding and didn't realize it was his cousin. And then he realized, and then he got with her again.
Oh.
I was like,
What?
Yeah.
Wait, how did he realize?
Because someone was like, bro, isn't that your cousin? I don't know. This guy was always cooked. Anyway,
That's giving Mean Girls.
Yeah. She's like, she goes, yeah. So he did it again. And then we were like, okay, shame on you for the first time, but actually shame on you now. What are you actually doing?
Yeah, that's gross.
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
Okay, I've got a good one. This is a bit of a funny one, actually.
Love it.
Would you date him if he was everything that you've been looking for?
He's not a short king.
No, he's not short.
Okay.
But Cassie has a nut allergy.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So he's amazing.
Okay. Yeah.
But every day he forgets about your dietary needs. Every fucking day. He orders you a protein shake with walnuts. You go out to a beautiful restaurant. He's ordered this Middle Eastern buffet. Everything's got nuts in there. Every day you've got to be like, I'm fucking allergic to nuts. It's a health risk for you.
Every day.
Every day.
Do I know that there's going to be nuts in it, or am I going to have...
You might just turn up, there's going to be all these dishes, and you're going to be like, that looks a bit nutty. And he's going to be like, oh, I forgot. Every day.
Every day. Is it once a day or every meal?
You're willing to do once a day as well? Yeah. It's like once a day.
I'll do a lot for love. Yeah, I could do that.
He's got bad memory.
Yeah, look, we can work with that. As long as everything else is there, I would just be really on top of asking for every meal, because I basically do that in Bali anyway. Do you know what I mean?
God, that's a bit of a health concern.
I kind of do that
He
anyway.
buys you presents that have walnuts in them.
Oh, the walnuts is a bit.
It's shea butter with walnut. He's like, babe, I got you your favorite.
I don't know, because I'd always have this like underlying thought that he's trying to kill me. And so I don't know if I'd like that.
I would too.
You know, I'm like, oh, the walnut.
Every day.
He's like, protein shake. Woo. He's like, you have another protein today, babe.
Oh
So I'm
my
like,
gosh.
oh my gosh, stop trying to kill me. Oh, that's a toughie. If I knew and I would like prevent it from happening, the death from happening every time, then yeah. But if it's like he's told me, no nuts, and he's just dumb, then no, of course, because that is a severe health risk. But if I know that he's just dumb and he probably has had, there's probably going to be nuts in everything he buys me, then I would just be like, babe, take it back. And just deal with the fact that I'm pretty much dating a retard.
Every day, I reckon if you compound that by 50, you would kill him. You would just wake up one day and you would just kill him.
Yeah, maybe I would.
Yeah, I think you would.
But if he's like my twin flame.
See you in heaven. At least there's no nuts there.
I didn't know that a twin flame and a soulmate were different.
What?
Yeah, I just found the differences the other day. And
What's
I was
the
like,
difference?
Oh. So a twin flame has more energy. So it's more like your soul's actually been cut in half. So you are one, right? So they're like a mirror to you. So you have the highs, the lows. They mirror everything. But that passion is even more intense. Whereas a soulmate's more harmonious. You can have multiple.
Yeah, I've told you about multiple soulmates.
Yeah, so twin flame's more intense.
Yeah, not about that, hey.
I don't know if I want to meet my twin flame.
Nah, I think I've done the twin flame shit. I don't feel any of that stuff this life.
Nah.
At all.
It's a bit
But
intense.
any relationship that you're going to be in is going to be a mirror.
True.
It is going to be your mirror of what you need to learn in that relationship.
Just sometimes.
Nah, I'm focused on that soulmate energy.
They're a bit more intense. Okay.
But I always said, remember I said to you the other day as well, I was like, oh, he could be one of your husbands.
True.
One of. We have multiple options. We do.
We do.
Depending on the timeline that you choose, we have multiple options.
This is all hypothetical, by the way. Hypothetically.
Last one. Let's knock off.
Oh, I know what we can do. We can do a would you rather. Okay. Would you rather?
It's her face for me.
Yeah, this is your hubby, right? This is like your second cousin. Nah, joke. This is just your straight up hubby. Would you rather he cheats on you, right? But physically or emotionally?
Oh, physically.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Emotional is intimacy. That's connection. That means he can't even come to me to connect with me emotionally.
So you would rather he sleeps with someone like physically?
Yeah, because to men, a lot of sex is just sex. It is. It's just primal. It's animalistic. But if you're emotional, you've been taking time to develop that connection with someone.
Yeah.
So would I rather someone, he got really stupidly high with his friends?
No, he was sober.
You didn't say that.
Sorry. He's sober.
No more caveats allowed.
Right, he's sober and he's just like, you know what? Like, I just want to sleep with someone. Or
no, it's the emotional cheating for me.
Yeah, okay.
It is the emotional because again, you're taking time to find solace in another woman.
Right. Okay, I've got another one. He is on a boys' night. He's on a boys' night and he drinks a little too much and so he does end up sleeping with someone. Or he's been emotionally messaging his ex but he hasn't done anything. Like it's just all online.
I'd need to know more about like the history that he has with his ex.
Like they'll never be together, but there's just like this certain thing that pulls them back to each other every time. And so that they still text, but there's nothing more than just an online thing.
No, I would take the drinking one and then I'd break up with him.
So you'd rather he is drunk and like had sex with someone?
Yeah, and then I'd be like, you're out anyway. But
Yeah.
my husband doesn't drink. Well, he does, but very rarely.
So pretty much just like neither.
Yeah, exactly. Standards are great, hey? What would you take?
Always the mental shit. I can't deal with physical stuff.
See, I can't deal with the emotional stuff.
Nah, I'm like, you can emotionally cheat if you want.
No, because they're taking time to develop that connection.
I know, but like if we've still got a connection and it's not really hindering our relationship, then fine. But if it is, if he's not being emotional towards me,
well,
then he's in the bin.
That's what's going to happen.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, I
Do you
just
know
don't
what I
like
mean?
anything physical though. The thought of him like sleeping with someone and then sleeping with me makes me feel physically sick.
Well, yeah, I'd break up with him either way.
Yeah. No, you have to stay with him forever.
No more caveats. No, you have to stay with him forever. No, bitch. No, I fucking don't. He's in the bin, okay? No more caveats. We're ending that there. Hopefully you played along at home. Jeez.
It's good to know where your head's at.
It's good to know where your head's at. Good to know where your standards are. Jesus. No, you have to stay with him forever. Fuck. No. That was a bit rogue, wasn't it? Drop your would you rathers in the comment section below.
Wait, we should get people to send them in and then
That'd
we'll
be
answer
fun.
them. That would be fun.
That would be really fun.
DM us.
Too many caveats from this one over here.
Yeah.
All right, anyway.
Bye.